Hey guys, it's TCAT, and today we're going to be looking at the Huion Inspiroid Dial. Huion actually sent me this to review. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's start off with some first impressions. The Inspiroid Dial comes packaged in this really nice box, and when you open that box, you're greeted with the thank you card from Huion, which is a pretty cool gesture. The tablet itself is actually really sleek, has a nice low profile, and a super nice matte finish that is really nice to draw on, and we'll get more into that later. It has a nice clean minimalist look when sitting on your desk. It has 8 programmable hotkeys on the left-hand side, and then of course there's the main feature, the dial. It comes with Huion's batteryless pen with tilt support and over 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. Also comes with the stand for the pen, which you can rest it on, which also contains spare nibs. And of course there's the connector cable, which is USB to USB-C, 2 adapters for use with Android devices, and the wireless dongle. Now let's get to the actual experience of what it's like to draw with this tablet. As I mentioned, it's got a really nice matte finish, and it feels almost like paper. To be honest, the drawing surface on this actually feels nicer to draw on than my Huion Canvas Pro 13. When connected to PC, Huion's pen pressure sensitivity is really nice. You can draw very fine, light, clean lines with very little wobble. The pen responds really well to gradual increases in pressure levels, and short, fast strokes feel really nice and clean. So now let's talk about one of the most distinct features of this particular tablet, the dial. By pressing the center, you can toggle between zooming in and out, changing brush size, or scrolling up and down. And all of this feels really great. There's a subtle clicking as you turn the dial, which gives you very precise incremental control and is very satisfying to use. I tested this out on PC using multiple programs, including Adobe Photoshop and Autodesk Sketchbook. The Inspiroid Dial performed well in both wired and wireless tests. But does it perform as well when you connect it to an Android device? Using the wireless dongle and provided USB-C adapter, connecting it to my Samsung Note 8 is really simple. It's important to note here that you should only use the wireless connector when using this tablet with your Android device. The reason being is because this tablet has a built-in battery that needs to stay charged. If you were to connect it with the provided cable directly, it will actually drain the battery of your phone in order to charge the tablet. So using it wirelessly is definitely the best way to go. Another thing worth noting, and it's something I brought up in a previous video, is that most mobile apps don't have access to the full range of pressure sensitivity that the Huion pen and tablet can achieve. And the reason for this is they're designed for use with basic styluses or your finger. However, if you are using an app like Adobe Sketch, you will gain full access to the pressure sensitivity of the pen and other features like tilt support, velocity, and flow. As with most other tablets available on the market at this time that have the ability to connect to Android devices, you can only really draw on one side of the screen, and you can only draw in portrait mode. Otherwise, it just doesn't sync up very well. For the most part, this doesn't bother me at all, because as you can see, I can completely rest the palm of my hand on the drawing surface very comfortably and have access to the entire phone screen as my drawing canvas. Ergonomically, this is actually a huge improvement over drawing directly onto the screen of my Note 8 using the Note Pen. And although I actually really do appreciate my Note Pen and often do use it for animation, it's difficult to work like that for long periods of time. Lastly, and perhaps the most important thing to note, is that when you connect this to an Android device, you don't have use of any of the hotkeys, or most importantly, the dial. And although that's not a deal breaker for me, that is absolutely something I'd like to see them add in the future. Honestly, that would make this product awesome. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If there's anything I didn't cover in this review that you have a question about, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Until next time, I'm That TCat, and I will catch you guys later.